Whoa! You. Bush. There it is. Alright. Let me see the audio delay really quickly. Oh, the mic is far away. That's why. Alright. You move a little closer. Alright. Aren't Brazil? Alright, anyways, hello guys, welcome back to another episode. Today's episode we will be continuing the, part 2 of the, Italy versus Germany. I did get to finish, I was able to finish the design of the Italian ship. I thought that was November 14th. Let me type that. I know it's like November something 4. I know it's 2 numbers in there. Maybe the Queen's birthday. Not sure. Huh. Well, wish the King of England a happy birthday. So here's the design, a little under the 18,000 tons, so I will need to add a little bit more armor and all that stuff, so that does mean it will have a little advantage going into this fight. Well, it was designed to have 18,000 tons, so there's a positive in that. This fan. I have a desk fan right now to keep me warm, to keep me cool, so it's helping. Huh? What do you mean, huh? I know what happens in November. I thought that was when King Charles was born, but I could be wrong. Today is the birthday of King Charles. I'm gonna look it up really quickly. Give me a moment. Because I don't have that written down. Oh, so it's November 14th. Yeah, so I looked it up. King Charles III was born November 14th. Unless you mean King Charles I. Nope, that's November 19th. King Charles II? Probably May. Yeah, May 29th. Yeah, I just looked it up. King Charles was born November. So you have been lied to by the British. Thank God they fixed that glitch. Because when you usually get to that glitch, it will just leak the ship that you've been building. Alright, so I'm just going to say that this is it for the actual design. I think this will be good. So yeah. So this is it for the Italian version of the Panzerschiff. Here it is. Let me figure out. I'm just going to leave it as that. Speed, Let me make both ships be the same to put on a little more fair game, fair ground. 28.5. I think he has 2 celebrations. One. Why? That's dumb. Never heard of a monarch getting their 2 birthdays. Well, this is the Italian Panzerschiff and the German Panzerschiff. The German Panzerschiff we did go into the last video. So anyways, let us see which ship's going to win. If you think the Italian ship's going to win, you can type Italy. And if you think the German ship's going to win, you can type Germany. I forgot to add a funnel to the Italian ship. One moment. Oh, that's embarrassing. Alright, there we go. Funnel at it. I think Queen did it as well. What's the pros and cons? Okay, so the pros... So, both of these are pretty much a similar design. They're both I want both under the classification of a Panzerschiff. So, the one that was actually built was the German ship, the Deutschland. Now, the Deutschland's pros are that it's decent in its speed and maneuverability. I can't say good in speed because it's only 28.5 knots. But it is good because at the time this was considered to have battleship cannons, which were the 11-inch guns that we see on the Scharnhorst class. It does have a decent armament, with this one being 4-inch guns, because I can't put the 6-inch guns on there, nor the 5-inch guns, so I just have a couple 5-inchers here and there, and 4-inchers to round it up. It does have a decent amount of torpedoes, with deck torpedoes. Its cons is the armor. The armor is really weak, coming in at 3.9 inches for the belt, and 2.8 to 2.2 for the deck. It's really weak on Citadel armor, and even the turret armor is lacking at 5.5 inches. So, yeah, it has a lot of firepower, but not a lot of armor. And the same pros and cons are going to be for the Italian ship. The Italian ship does have a bigger gun at 13.5 inches. This ship was never built. I want to clarify. This ship was designed in after the Deutschland class because the French built the Dunkirk to counteract the Deutschland class, and the Italians decided to design this. But then they went with the Littorio class. So this was designed up, but there I couldn't make it properly because Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts really doesn't have something for the cruiser, so this is technically a battle cruiser because that's the only one that I can put these guns on there. So the pros of this: good at rating, decent speed, a good amount of secondary armaments with the 4-inch guns. I have a couple 5-inchers here and there, and this is a 13.5-inch gun with a longer barrel, meaning that it will get better armor penetration, and it can get, it has the ability to flood the ship a little bit more. Cons come at the torpedo placement being on the sides, meaning that if a torpedo tube is exploded, is destroyed, it will affect the funnel, and when the funnel is affected, the engine's affected. Another one is the turret placements being a couple weird ones, and also it doesn't have as much armor, coming in at 6 inches. And you don't need a very big gun to penetrate your armor. That is true, so it could be an overpen. But then again, the Italian ship was designed to counteract the Dunkirk class of battleship by the French, not to counteract the Deutschland class from the Germans. So yes, one ship was actually built. The Italian one was designed. Anyways, let's get right into the battle. I'm honestly kind of interested about this. I finished the design and I said, you know what? I'm gonna wait for the stream so I can see which ship is. Sorry, I'm adjusting the mic. So I can see which ship is actually designed better. So we got Bush over here thinking that the German ship will win because it is some ship that's actually built. But I do want to say again, I have taken some liberties on the Italian ship. I gave it the same caliber guns. I could not find any information about it aside from a couple documents that mention it. I don't even know if this ship was actually designed. I just read about it being designed, but I can't find its design anywhere. So all I have are its main guns, a couple caliber guns that the Italians used, torpedoes that the Italians used, and everything else was professional liberty. So it was 18,000 tons compared to the German 15,000 ton, even though the German went a little over. I gave the Italian a little bit over as well. So let's see which ship will come out on top. I forget which range I have these guys at, but that's okay. The German ship will be able to fire a little bit faster, so there is that regard. We can already see that right here. The German ship is able to fire around 1.5 times faster than the Italian ship, it looks like. On average. Yeah, the secondary guns are going on each other, the 5-inchers on both ships. The German ship has taken a decent amount of damage because of the main guns. $234 damage, that is a decent amount. But then again, the design of these ships was meant to be raiding other ships. The ship was not designed to fight other ships. This was a raiding. This part of the ship was a raiding thing, a raiding ship. If it was meant to fight, I'm failing in English. The reason why I say it's not meant to fight other ships is you look at the armor. This thing was not well armored. It has good guns, so it's literally like a Nashorn. Good gun, not a lot of armor. But then again, sometimes a lot of armor can get you into a compromising position because of the fuses on battleships and battleship bullets or whatever they're called. I'm blanking on names. I'm sorry. The Italian ship is lightly damaged at 96% structure. The German ship is taking a lot more damage. I believe it should be at around like 70-ish% structure and 100% flint. We will get a little more info once that bar does reach 100%, 99. So we'll get a little more info as soon as we can. 71%, yeah, I was close. Compared to the Italian at 96. Germany is taking a bigger blow. %, compared to 69. 69. Overpens, yeah. Getting a lot of overpens. Someone's gonna get a lucky shot in the ammo racks. Someone's bound to get that ammo rack shot. Especially for just the amount of shells that are going to be lobbed. There's the engine for the Panzerschiff. I did voice my concerns about the torpedo placement, but that might not be a big issue. As big of an issue as I thought it would. Well, I mean, the main thing is like we look at Japanese ships and how they place their torpedo tubes, so that was kind of wrong on that. I'll take the fault. Yeah, the German ship is taking a lot of flooding damage and a lot of structural damage. I mean, it's only a matter of time. Dang. barely in. Oh, they're gonna go in 5-inch range soon. And what about for the Italian ship? Will they be in 5-inch range? They will not. The German 5-inchers don't have as much range. Probably because the Italian ships do have the longer barrel length, which means they do get a little more range. Ooh. That rear gun is toast on the Punch ship. Do remember that the Italian ship, I had to take liberties on its design because there was little to no information about the ship besides the weight, the guns, and we know what the Italian ships had for their guns, so I could take some of those, and that's it. Everything else was a professional liberty done by myself. The Italian ship is winning, as the German ship is at 35% structure, and the Italian ship is at 81%. So 34 compared to 81%. It's going to go to the Italians. And plus, the German ship's rear gun is pretty destroyed, so there's going to be no more fire coming from the German ship unless they go broadside, which I don't think they will. Yeah, no, this is a sad sight. All the German rear compartments are destroyed. Now it's just a matter of will it sink, and it will. Heavy flooding. We're going to bring ships a little bit closer, because I don't know what range that was. Yeah, the Italian ship barely took any damage. That was 19. Let's bring it down to 5. Same ships. So we have pretty much our 20,000 meter range, just 1,000 meter off. That's not going to make a big difference. Now we're going to bring them in really close together at 5,000 meters, and let's see who wins. Both are within torpedo range, so both can maneuver quite efficiently. The Italian ship will get hit by 1, taking a massive damage. The German ship missed. The Italian ship missed all of their torpedoes, unless nope. German ship got away. This is going to be in close fighting. This will literally be in close fighting. This is going to be interesting. Oh, look at that. Oh my god. The Italian ship is taking massive damage on that. 44%, 38% compared to the German 85%. Holy Christ, 32. This is not looking good for the Italian. And the flooding gets her. Wow. That was quick. Alright, we're going to go intermediate, go 10,000. I think that would be somewhat fair. We'll put it at 10,000, see what happens. So the German won the 5,000 meter, the Italian won the 20,000 meter. Now we have to see who wins the 10,000 meter in between. Will they go for an enclosed battle that will play to the German advantage, or will they stay in range that plays to the Italian advantage? We will see. Both tactics are risky for both crews, so we will see what tactics play up for the AI's mind. Italian ship already got hit hard with a flooding and a fire. Holy Christ. The Italian ship is not doing that well. So when I said that armor, when Bush and I was talking about armor, yeah, it's playing on the downside for the Italian ship. The German ship has so little armor that all the shells are pretty much either going through or at the angle that they're at, they're ricocheting. But the Italian ship, they can't eat it up because they don't have that much armor. And the armor's at a certain thickness that when a shell goes through, it explodes inside the ship. Let's take a look at the German ship and see what... Oh, the German ship still has a lot of health remaining. Not too good for the Italians. The German ship could close the distance. And it's going to see if it can. It wants to try and keep... The German ship will try and keep all broadside... its whole broadside firing at the opponent. We have not seen any ammo racks yet, so that is a positive. And even when the turret's destroyed, that does not mean that the ammo has been detonated, and there has been no burn-offs. Just a couple fires, okay. More fires, Jesus. Nearly 200, yeah. I know, I'm proud of all you guys. I'm happy for all you guys. You guys actually tolerate me. Oh, this is actually close. This is actually close. Pounder ships at 37, Italians at 18. It's literally a matter of time. The Italian ship has angled, which is a positive and a negative. Means if it goes through, it's going to cause more damage. But if it has a higher chance of ricocheting. Ships at 34 to 13. The German ship still has a lot of float to it, which means that it can still get all of its guns firing. Road to 1 mil? That's ambitious, my friend. There goes the Italian. Okay, so medium to intermediate would go to the German, whilst the long range will go to the Italian. So, that'll do it for that. Okay, interesting. Alright. Let's go into something a little bit fun. So, what I call fun is something like this. We know about the Scharnhorst class of battleship, and we know about the Conte, or the Julio Caesar class. Be optimistic. I'm sure we can do it by tomorrow. Be optimistic. Nah. It's up to you guys, honestly. But if you guys think I could do it, I'll do my best to try and get a million subscribers. Let's try this. So, let's say in this scenario there is a Julio Caesar class of battleship going up against a Scharnhorst class of battleship. Now I know I have the battlecruiser lineup, and that's because if I remember correctly, the Andrea Doria, the Conte di Cavour style ships are in the battlecruiser line for. Wait, I could be wrong. Am I wrong? I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember. I'm sorry. That's German. That's Italian, but not it. Too narrow. Okay, no. So it's actually under the battleship. So we're gonna go battleship. Battleship. Boom. Okay. So, if you don't know, the Julio Caesar is an Italian World War I ship that was under the Conte di Cavour class of battleship. Now, the battleships are kind of your standard World War I ship with two guns in the front, 1 gun in the middle, 2 guns in the rear. That's if I remember correctly. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that was its design. Or was it a 222? I think it was a 212. So, yeah. I'm trying to remember the names, I'm sorry. But, yeah. No, it has to be that. Yeah. So there was a version of the Conte di Cavour that was designed by the fascist Italians that does follow a little bit more of the standard shipbuilding designs. It was a double. It was two turret and two turret, and two in the front, two in the rear. Now, what differentiates it from the World War One style was that what differentiates from other ships was what I meant is that let's just take the 15-inch guns for example. It's going to have a triple turret in the front, and superseding it is a double turret. So that's where it's going to be a little bit different. Now I'm going to have to figure out the look of the Julius Caesar. Julio Caesar class, or just ship, battleship. Sad that the ship was the one that went to the damn Russians. That's sad. It's a beautiful ship. 23,000 tons. Okay, doesn't take me much. What about the? Okay, so it was a two in the front, one in the middle, two in the rear. It wasn't like that. It doesn't look like. It was more of this. Here, no way. This is it. Holy Christ. I actually found it. Yeah, these are it. Just need to find the right one, though. Okay. Round bridge. Nope. No. They're all the same, aren't they? No, that's different. Are these all the Andrea Dorias? I think these are all the Andrea Dorias. Did you... Hold up. Give me a moment. Because to my knowledge, these are the Andrea Dorias. Andrea Doria modernized. I need to see a photo of that. Andrea Doria modernized World War II. Here. Yeah, these are the Andrea Dorias. No, that's it is, but it also isn't. What I mean by it is that the superstructure is the same except from the rangefinder. The rangefinder is a Conte di Cavour rangefinder. Unless they took the early style rangefinder, which is the Conte di Cavour rangefinder, because everything else is pretty much the same. Alright, we're just going to be using this bridge for that. Well, I'm glad we found it, though. So, we have the Italian bridge going up there. And then we need a secondary. A little bit. No. No. Because it needs to be, the caliber is interesting on these. I think they're 13.5s. No, sorry, not 13.5s. They're 12.6s. 320 millimeter. So that means we're gonna grab the 12-inch guns. Get a triple turret, put it right there, and grab another triple turret and put it right there, and then go all the way down and add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then add these. Make it a little bit longer. And then we can go to the main towers. Find a tower that fits this design a little bit better. Go to this, go to double, put the double on there. That looks wrong. It's not even aligned properly. What? Yeah, you know we're just gonna do the enhanced. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna keep that. I'm not gonna try and change that. That's good. That's irritating. So Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, if you're watching this and you want to try and do one of these, the turret is not aligned. It is not centered, as you can tell. So yeah, I apologize. Okay, so there's that. Yeah. Then you go here. You need to have a little more than that. Because it's barbette. No. 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 There. There we go, look at that. I can bring this back a little bit. There we go. And then we can add whatever secondary tower we want. Nah, that's a German one. That front tower looks weird. Probably because I'm still thinking of the Conte de Cavour style. Conte de Cavour style bridge. But then again, the bridge is a little bit shorter for that because it ends where the that whatever that thing is, that weird sphere is. That's where the bridge is supposed to end, and the rangefinder is like in the middle there, so it's weird. That rear does not look correct. So connected to anything. The weight. Did I forget? Wait, why is that so heavy? Hold up. I'm fine with discarding that. What the hell? Because this ship is only 25,000. What's this? Okay, so this is it, I guess? Yeah, that has to be it. This is 25489. And then we can use these. Yeah, that looks better. Ship's still ugly though in this design. It works. Whatever works, works. So, I need to sneeze, but I can't. Nope, there, here. Nope. Ah, Christ. What was this? Oh. Grab 12s. Yeah, that looks better, because the turrets are a little bit larger than expected, but that's okay. How many funnels does it have? 2? I think it's 2. I'm pretty sure it's 2. Survey says 2. No. There we go. Better. There it is. That looks interesting. So it's a length difference and a... That's it. Okay, so length difference and placement of the flag. Everything else looks the same. What does that even do? Does that limit the amount of secondaries I can put on this thing? Because if it does, it does, doesn't it? 6 twin 120s. Was it 6? I thought I saw it was 4. No, it is 6 120s. 4.72. Okay, so 4-inch dual. Yeah, no, okay. I will need to switch these then. Now, can we place these? There we go. Okay, so that's secondaries, and then there's a couple others. 3.9s. So that goes there, and then there. And then it also has 1.5s, 6 twin, so that's 2, and then just 2, 4, 6. And then just, that's it. Look at that. Here's my version of the Julio Cesar for all that. Then I need to do 3-inchers. I think those are 3/7s, or are they 3/9s? 3/9s. A little larger, just a little. And then we need the -5, -0.5 to make it 1.5s for the anti-air, and there it is. Not too bad. I mean, could make it a little bit wider. Let me check. It was a little more stubby like that. The weight was still 2.5, right? Yeah, it was lighter than the original design, I'll be honest. No. After the thing was 29600. 29600. Oh, nope. Julio Cesar. And this is 29600. That's interesting. That gives me a little more space to work with. delete the majority of those. I can replace it. There we go. Then one there. Then one there. And then we'll need a 3-9 here. Then we need a 1-5 here, here. Then around here is going to be just some small details for the rear bridge and all that stuff, but pretty much that's the actual, this is the actual design. Oh, 2-7. Hold up, that's not right. It's 2-9. Two 2-9-3. It's 2-9-6, right? 2-9-6, yes. 2-9-6-0-0. Let me just make sure it's all the way peaked. 2-9-3, okay. 10. Two 9-6-0-0. There it is. This is after reconstruction. 27 knots. Range is low. And yeah. Interesting. Nope, no, turn it back. Armor time. Deck is 6.5 with a small of 5.3. Hold up. Does that forward off doesn't mean like we need more at the front? It does, okay. So that means we could probably put this as 6.5 for the aft. And then the belt, it doesn't say, but I can use the old waterline belt of 9.8 as a reference. And small being 3-1. So I can make this 4-5, then adjust it when necessary. And right there, perfect. Conning tower is 11 inches. Superstructure does not give me a number for that, so we can put it at just 3. Citadel armor, we can max that out for safekeeping. I can't speak. Gun turret, I only have the numbers for the old gun turret. The old gun turret's numbers say that the it was 11 inches of protection. down to 9.4 inches, and the barbettes are 9.1. The smaller guns, we could probably put those at like, oh, let's just max those out. Just max them out. There it is. And then lengths, main gun length, and then dual purpose actually were the negatives. And I believe those were the dual purpose ones. Yeah, the one hundos are kind of like a dual purpose. They're not full dual purpose. They are marked as just pure anti-air. The Skoda 10 centimeters. But if you actually look at them, the 100 millimeter as labeled as anti-air, these are a dual purpose. You can see them on Austro-Hungarian ships, and you can also see them as main guns for destroyers in the Mediterranean. So I have them labeled as dual purpose, meaning that they will get the negative treatment. Now the secondary guns, I don't see any need to change those because they're already decent anyways. So yeah, right here, this will do it for my version of the Conte di Cavour class of modernized. I'm going to put a parenthesis M to signal modernized. This is my Giulio Caesar modernized class of battleship, even though it's not the class. The class is Conte di Cavour. Next up, we will be building the Scharnhorst class battleship. Now, if you don't know about the Scharnhorst class of battleship was the first battleship that Germany produced under the new Nazi ship line. Now, people always say, oh, is it a battle cruiser or is it a battleship? We call it a battle cruiser because of the caliber of guns used, because they're small, so we're like, hey, it's a battle cruiser. But in actuality, battle cruisers are supposed to be ships that lowered their armor for speeds that are like a cruiser and still carried battleship guns. And 11-inch guns at the time were still battleship guns. And the Scharnhorst battleship at the time did not sacrifice armor for speed. Because you could see the belt armor 13.8 inches, deck was a little low at 4.1, but with the belt armor so high, it can kind of classify this as a non-battle cruiser. Now people would say, oh, what about the hood? The hood had decent armor. Yes, it had 12-inch armor, but it had 381 millimeter guns, which is also a battle cruiser. It's a really weird argument. I seriously don't know how to classify the Scharnhorst, because the hood has 12 inches of armor and is labeled a battle cruiser. The speed of the hood is actually pretty decent, coming in at, I believe, 32 knots. The Scharnhorst had 30 knots, which was pretty typical for battleships, so, I mean, it can really go either way. If you say that it's a battle cruiser, you can say it's a battle cruiser. I'm not going to argue with that. If you call it a battleship, I won't argue with that. It's a battleship to you. So weird. I need that hybrid, actually. I'm going to switch all these out. Because the weight of the Scharnhorst is 38,700 tons. And if I pulled up the ship that I had, I don't think that it could go that low. You know? Let's just pull it up again to make sure. Holy Christ. That's Italian. That's Italian. That's... Oh. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Um, thought unlock would be unlock all years, not all nations. Okay, this will work then. I'm gonna recheck those numbers again. As long as the ship that I have can get down to 38,700 tons, I should be okay with it. Or I'm gonna take some design liberties, like I did the Italian ship. But I don't want to do that because this ship was actually built. So let's see what I can do. 42,500 tons. Okay. Can I decrease it by 4,000 tons? 36. I can. Okay, good. This is not the Bismarck. This is the Scharnhorst. Now, let's see. Length is pretty close. Beam, a little bit high on the beam, so let's go -5. No, 3, -10, 98. Yeah, that's right, 98 for that. And then it's at 39 now, so we can go negative. Oh, no, 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 no. -4. 3,005, -3. 38.7, 38.7, perfect. Close enough. I'm just gonna see if I can get it accurate. 1, 3, 2 is close. I'm gonna get there. Alright, so this is the actual close enough to the length width. Beam I didn't check. Beam, drought. 27. Yeah, it works. Alright. So we're going to like that. Okay. I didn't expect that front. I expected something else. The rear of the Scharnhorst is a little bit different than the other German ships because, unlike the other ones, it only has 3 guns. So we can probably play that a little to our advantage. Do I not? It's not giving me the option for the certain amount of secondary guns, but I could probably play that to our advantage. I can make it work. Yes, technically it is separate like this. So yeah, alright, that works. 11-inch guns, triple. Place that right there just to put it somewhere. Enclosed, nope. Standard, perfect. Good distance. Go underneath. Good. Then I need a rear. Is that too large? Let's take a look. This looks more accurate to it. Yeah, that works. And then, next up, we add a couple things, like, for example, secondary guns. So we need 15-inch guns. How are those placed? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 19, 11, 12. Okay, that's an interesting placement, I guess. Too wide. No, that's not what I need. So I need to go here, go to sixers, go doubles. It should be placed around there. It's not gonna work. Right there is a 4-inch, so let's place a 4-inch right there. Dual. And then another, that's okay, just 3 inches right there then. So I don't want to do that. Torpedoes. There's not a lot of space for this. It's a triple or a quad? It is a triple, thank God. This thing's already cramped as is. Okay, torpedoes, check. I need to figure out placements for the 6 guns like these. Cool. That is not good placement, but that's gonna do. I'm just gonna do this. That'll work, I guess. Not able to do anything else for that. That's sad. You fine, you download this game again. Whatever you'd like to do, man. This is an ugly Scharnhorst. It's not even accurate to the Scharnhorst because the secondary guns aren't correct. I'm not able to get the secondaries correct because it's bull. Bullshit how this thing works. I'm sorry, person, but seriously, like the main gun, hear me out. The secondary guns are supposed to have a certain placement on this thing. First off, this thing's too wide. Second off, this is supposed to be right there, but the main gun, the secondary gun placement of the 150s that are supposed to go right there don't even fit on its design spot. It's supposed to be right here. And there's supposed to be another secondary gun right there, but there's no place to put anything. I could probably put something like that around here, but then I can't put another one right there, which is supposed to be there. It's horrible on this. I mean, I love the game, don't get me wrong. It's just some things about this game just kind of tick me off. I don't even have the right caliber guns on this. I mean, right there, for example. That's supposed to be this. Maybe if I can fit that on there. Oh, no, it can. Perfect. Just not going to fit the next 0.1 inch up. So, yeah. Scharnhorst. Not even fully accurate because the secondary guns are piss poor. I'm gonna do something that'll piss me off even. Now you're gonna say, Imperial Soldier, what is that turret on the back there? The Germans never used a quad turret. I know they didn't. There's no way to put any more secondary guns on here, so I'm having to resort to using quad turrets to fill in the gaps that are supposed to be there. That's what I have come to for this. I hate that I'm doing this, but this works. It's supposed to be that amount. It's supposed to be that. that stays there because you have another. You have one. I don't. Two, wherever it fires. This works, man. I don't know. Range is gonna be something like that. This is a speed of 30. How do I unlock more guns and stuff? If you're doing the campaign, it's through research. And if you're doing single player, like custom designing your ships like this and the enemy ships, it just depends on the year that you put it at. Literally, I designed the when I was designing the Conte di Cavour in this, I went, okay, this ship's not that bad. I mean, there are a couple things that I hate about it, but I don't think it's too bad. And then I started to design the Scharnhorst, and I was really getting pissed off. Because this thing is horrendous. It doesn't look like a Scharnhorst, doesn't feel like a Scharnhorst. The only thing Scharnhorst-esque about it is the main guns and the main bridge. Secondary bridge is off. The funnel, I mean, this is a generic German funnel. I forgot to place down anti-air. That's how frustrating this is. I'm not even frustrated about the game, I'm just frustrated about how I failed. Actually, I could try to do something else. Got an idea. Could help a little bit. So I'm using the Dreadnought. I'm using the Battleship 1. I could use Battleship 2 and shrink that down. I don't even know what I can get with the Battleship 2 shrinking down because it's 52,500. See if I can shrink down all the way. What do I get? 9,520. That gets me down to 42,000. Not enough. Okay, never mind. This is ugly. I'm sorry. If this thing wins, I'm laughing. Like I won't be able to stop myself because this thing is ugly. Why is it at 22? What? Why is the armor so high on this thing? 13.8. And then let's go 11 because I don't see any number in 11. Main deck 4.1 to 2. Oh, that's literally half. So if we follow the design philosophy of that, then it'll be 13.8, 7, 7, 7.5, 7.5. Citadel armor, we can just max those out because we have the main numbers in. Conning tower, we have 350 millimeters. That's like 14 inches? 13.7. Ah, I was close. 13.7. 13.7. Then superstructure, let's go with 3. Turret armor, do we have any turret armor info? Survey says 14.2. Barbettes, we do not have any info on the barbettes, so I will be using the 14.2 number again. And then the low number is 7.9. So if we go by that, 8742, that's completely accurate. And yeah, that'll do it for this ugly bastard known as the Scharnhorst, which I can't even represent correctly. So, yeah. I'm sorry I disrespect you like this, Scharnhorst. I really am. I don't like it one bit. It works. Okay, so again, Scharnhorst, right here. Saw me designing it on the stream. 38,000 tons. Conte di Cavour, 29,000 tons, I believe. Yeah, 20,500. That was close. Alright. Let's see who wins. Both battleships were not designed at the same time. So, yeah, I kind of take these matches with a grain of salt, you know? Alright, I don't even know the range we have them in, so let's see. Well, this is sad for the Scharnhorst. You haven't done much damage to the Italian ship. Oi, never mind, I take it back. You just blew up one of the Italian ship's turrets. You have taken a lot of damage, Scharnhorst. You are going to be flooding. You're going to die to flooding. 8, 6, 4, 2, 0. You flooded. Jesus. Both ships were... The Italian ship was damaged pretty good. So, in the intermediate range, the Italian ship did take the win. So let's see if the Italian ship can take the win in the close range combat. I think the German ship will have a little more of an advantage here. The reason why it lost when it had range is one reason. It's weak deck armor. 4.1 inches is not enough to stop anything that's kind of pounding you from afar. I mean, you go to the Italian ship, and if it loads properly, I think it had like 6 inches of... 7 inches of armor? Yeah, 6.5 inches of armor on the deck. So, I mean, that's still not a lot, but it's better for survivability. Because everything could just penetrate and go straight into the Citadel. But then again, what we saw is with the Italian ship, the problem came with the barbettes. The barbettes are listed at 9.1 inches. So it is kind of weak on that regard. But yeah. Anyways, we're running into the 5,000 meter. Let's see who's going to get the victory on this battle. Closer range. I think the German will have the advantage here because there's not going to be a lot of plunging fire, so a lot of the shells will hit the belt, which the German does have an advantage of, but I don't know. Let's see. Yep, the German ship is using its advantage. The Italian ship does have less speed, so there's that. It does, however, have a larger caliber gun. So, both of them have a decent advantage on whatever aspect you want to look at. Am I even loud on this? I don't know. Okay, you guys can still hear me, that's good. 1,215 shells, okay. What's going on here? 81% compared to 69%. The German is taking a lot of damage. Okay. German ship's turning. I don't know what's going on. Julio Cesar is taking massive flooding damage thanks to those torpedoes that we saw in the beginning of the match. Could it go into a ram? No, it's not. It could. There could be a little ram here. I don't know if there's any ramming damage in Ultima Thoughts, but it could be close. Ooh, okay, interesting. Both ships have slowed down just to focus fire on each other. German ship has run out of torpedo guns, so it is just a matter of main guns firing. So what's going to sink faster? Both ships have taken a lot of floating damage. Giulio Caesar is at 12%. The Italian ship is the Scharnhorst is at 13, 11, 10. Both of them are at 10. Both of them are. The Scharnhorst is the one that's flooding though. Giulio Caesar is also flooding. Scharnhorst is at 5, 4, 7, 3. 3 at the Scharnhorst, 2 at the Scharnhorst, 1 at the Scharnhorst, 0.6. And its Scharnhorst is sinking and sunk. Scharnhorst was not able to stop the Julius Caesar from clinching another victory and pacifying the German tribes. Try it at 20,000, see if there's any difference there. Plunging fire will help the Scharnhorst. And you will probably say, oh, the Scharnhorst lost because you didn't do the secondary guns properly. I know, I don't have the ability to do the secondary guns properly to match the weight. But if you guys want me to do another match where I don't focus on matching the weight, I focus on matching the actual design of the Scharnhorst, feel free to leave a message saying, hey, you screwed up the Scharnhorst, do it again, and I'll do it again in another video. Scharnhorst has taken a lot of damage from that plunging fire. And his small caliber shells aren't helping at all. I mean, they are dealing with British ships that do have a little bit less deck armor. No, sorry, they have a little weaker, not weaker. They're dealing with British ships that really didn't focus much on deck armor. They focus a little more on belt armor, so I don't know. It's still just clumsy on both sides. Mostly clumsy on the German because the Germans lost the 5,000 and 10,000. And this is the 20,000 to see if the German can even clinch a victory. But it has done decent damage to the enemy ship. Could it just be that when the Scharnhorst fought other ships, it was just absolutely lucky? Italian ship has taken a decent amount of flooding, but its structure is still decent. Should be around like, let's take a look at it. What's the, should be around like high 80s, low 90s, probably low 90 structure. Probably low 90 structure, high 80s. That's a safe bet. Yeah, high 80s, 89. Okay. Modernized World War I dreadnought doing its duty. I know that the Germans in World War II used a dreadnought. I don't know which one it is, so we'll do a little research whilst this battle's going on. Yeah, they used the Deutschland class pre-dreadnought. And their two modern were the Bismarck and Scharnhorst. So, I mean, the Deutschland was oh god, it was before the Nassau. That's, oh, That's horrible. Caliber was 28 inch, so same caliber guns, less of them. Armor was 9.4, so less. Turret armor is 11 inches, so around the same. So yeah, the Shot is pretty much a Deutschland, but just a couple more guns, and that's it. Bismarck was the actual first upgrade to German capital ship styles. So yeah, it looks like the modernized Italian ships do pretty well against their German counterparts. Question is, that's gonna be another video. I can probably say we'll do another video. Question is, will the Japanese ships do well against their Italian counterparts? Because we know that the Japanese modernized some of their ships in World War II. But this is a Germany versus Italy stream, so this is where we cut off. Thank you for watching this video. Tomorrow's video, I really don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'll figure it out. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked, show your support how you would like to. And next Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts video should be a Italy versus Italy versus Japan in its cruisers and modernized dreadnoughts, and maybe even their purpose-built battleships like the Nagato versus the Littorio, or even something a little bit different like the original design for the Littorio versus the Nagato. But that is pretty much, I'll figure it out as soon as I get there. But again, everyone, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys